Alright guys, we just got back from the TNA House Show in Asheville, North Carolina. Not exactly what I was expecting. I gotta say, I did not really enjoy the show at all. What is so funny? Did you enjoy the show?
I don't know. Some of it was okay.
This was unbelievable. Where do I even begin? I'm going to try and paint a picture here of what exactly happened. So we got to the show. We're waiting outside, and this guy, what the hell is his name? I got this program. I'll explain that in a little bit. We got this guy out here. Here's his picture. High five, Jimmy J. And he's out there hawking shit, saying if you buy this gift bag for $40, what the hell did you even get with that? A t-shirt or something?
Yeah.
And then we got replica belts. You buy the replica belts, what was it, $250 fucking dollars? You buy one of these belts, you get something. You get to stand in the ring and pose with somebody. I don't even know what the hell you get. Ridiculous amounts of money, okay? But I'm like, whatever, you know, we paid for the meet and greet. So that was with Ticketmaster fees and everything. We spent $156 just for the two of us to go to the show and go to the meet and greet. Keep that in mind. We spent $156 on this shit. We got second row seats. Not that it really mattered. There wasn't a lot of people there. You could basically sit wherever the fuck you wanted to. Nobody checked. Security sucked. So we got second row seats for $156, and we got the meet and greet. This meet and greet, Jesus. All right, so we go in, and we're towards the front of the line for the meet and greet. And they bring out the wrestlers. You got Austin Aries, the Bromans, Jesse Goddard and Robbie E, Sabin, Eric Young, and Joseph Park. Okay? So they all sit down at tables around the ring. And I'm like, well, I'm not a big autograph guy. I was hoping to get my picture with the wrestlers so I could put them on the Facebook page and everything. But they weren't standing to take any photos. So I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? Just walk around and say, hey, see ya. So everybody was getting stuff signed. And what most people were getting signed is the program. So we paid $156 for the meet and greet. We didn't have shit to get signed, and these motherfuckers weren't taking any pictures. So I had to spend another $20 on this fucking thing. Full of people who have been fired. This is not funny, man. I'm fucking serious right now. This is full of people who have been fired right now. So I have to go to the back of the line because I went to go get this piece of shit. So we walk around to meet the wrestlers. A lot of them didn't seem like they even cared to be out there. Like Robbie E really didn't give a fuck. I told Joseph Park I liked his glasses. He looked surprised I was talking to him. And it was like, what the hell? So every single thing I wanted cost more money. This is such a scam. It blows my mind. This is my first TNA show. So you want to? ODB came out for an autograph thing too at the merchandise table. You want to get your picture with ODB? $10. You want to go backstage, meet the wrestlers you came to fucking meet? Bobby Roode, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy. $50 for the backstage pass. What else was there? Oh, you want to meet Gail Kim? Buy a Gail Kim action figure. So we got fuck all. We got a bunch of autographs by some fucking jabronis who posed for pictures sitting at a table, but you couldn't get your picture with them.
And there was kind of a rush, too.
So I was already like, what the backstage passes? Backstage passes? Are you fucking kidding me? Isn't that why I paid $156 fucking dollars? We spent almost $200 on this show. $156 for the tickets and the meet and greet. I didn't know I needed a backstage pass. I needed another fucking $50. What, for you to go back there too? $100? You don't even watch wrestling. So the guys I wanted to meet, I had to pay another $50 to go back there and see. So, of course, I didn't do that shit. But, yeah, $156. I expected the backstage thing was included in the price. That's what I thought I was paying for. Not autographs and a $20 booklet I had to buy to get the autographs. So, that's the start of the show. Let's go through the matches. This fucking crap fest. And these guys, you called it on the ride home. These guys knew they were in Asheville, North Carolina. They gave no fucks. No high spots. They didn't even try. Jeff Hardy didn't even hit a motherfucking swanton bomb. Unbelievable, man. So I'm going to go through these pictures. I got some pictures I'll upload to the Facebook page, but if you want to see Chris Sabin sitting at a table, I got that for you.
Oh, shit. You got,
I got to scroll through some pictures. Oh, yeah. We were trying to take some pictures of ODB because I couldn't get one unless I paid another $10 to stand next to her. So we were taking pictures of her and she was hiding her face. Like we were paparazzi. Oh my god. This is ass. And the show was only 2.5 hours, and that includes a 20-minute intermission. Very short show. The Bromans had 3 matches. Robbie E got a match, Jesse got a match, then they had a tag team match. The Bromans were on this show more than anybody else. Let that sink in. Good God. So I took a lot of photos, but this is how I'm going to remember the card and everything. Card was completely different than what I thought. It wasn't Sabin versus Austin Aries. It was Aries versus AJ Styles. Velvet Sky wasn't there, so it was Gil Kim versus ODB. And Joseph Park was there to face Bobby Roode. And it was supposed to be Roode versus AJ, but it was Bobby Roode versus Joseph Park in a ass of a match. So Jeremy Borash comes out with Eric Young. Eric Young didn't wrestle on this show. He's in street clothes the entire time. They're talking about how they're going to hand out backstage passes. What'd they say? They had 20 of them?
Yeah. Something like that. They threw a bunch of that shit away.
So anyway, they ain't giving it to us. They got some backstage passes. The Bromans come out to break this up. Sabin comes out, helps Eric Young fight off the Bromans. We get Sabin versus Jesse, I think it was. Does that sound right to you? Something happened, and I think Robbie E helped Jesse win or some crap like that. It was very, very short. Then we get Gail Kim versus ODB. I can't remember how Gail Kim won, but she beat ODB. Nothing spectacular here either. Then we get Robbie E versus James Storm. And more interference from Jesse. So Sabin comes back out. They do a tag team match with these guys. James Storm was pretty entertaining on this show. Crowd was really into James Storm, but once again, you want to meet James Storm or get a picture with him or an autograph or anything, gotta have that backstage pass. So, dude, I took a lot of just useless photos. I really just took a lot of these so I could remember the match, but I didn't think about having to scroll through all this crap. And it was a street fight, the tag match, even though they used no weapons. And Jesse and Robbie E were still doing things behind the referee's back. So I have no idea what the rules were here. But they called it a street fight. Eric Young was actually the referee. So he came back out to do that. Let's see what happened here. Anything you want to say about it? These matches so far?
Not really.
Then we get Bobby Roode versus Joseph Park. Crowd was more into Bobby Roode. So it was a weird match because some people were kind of into Joseph Park. And Joseph Park was trying to get the crowd going, the claps and everything. And they said that this match would air on Spike TV. I doubt it. They may show like a little tiny clip, but because it's part of the BFG series, Bobby Roode hits a low blow and rolls up Park for the win. So that was the finish there. Then we took intermission, came back for the first of two main events, Austin Aries versus AJ Styles. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, you had to have liked that match, right? These guys didn't do shit. AJ didn't hit a Pele. There were no 450s. There were no springboards. There were no dives. Austin Aries didn't hit the Brain Buster. It was just the only moves they hit that were finishers were the submission moves. The Last Chancery and the Calf Killer. And the match had a time limit and ended in a draw. So if it wasn't bad enough already, the match ended in a freaking draw. So the crowd was really pissed off about this. But the guys just walked to the back. They didn't do 5 more minutes. They didn't do anything. So that was disappointing. Then we get the last match, Mr. Anderson versus Jeff Hardy. And it was what you see on TV every single week. Actually a little bit worse than what you see on TV every single week. They did a spot where Anderson brings in a chair and acts like Jeff Hardy hit him. And the ref's back is turned, so Hardy grabs a chair and acts like Anderson hit him. They did a bunch of comedy here. 2 ref bumps, and Hardy hits the Twist of Fate for the win. And it actually wasn't that bad, I guess. It was okay. But you had these kids sitting behind us. The worst wrestling fans I have ever heard in my life.
I think you said that last time, too.
No, I was begging for those fucking shitty fans at the Ring of Honor show. These guys they were like 15 years old and they were chanting all types of shit. They kept calling Anderson Kennedy. They kept saying spoilers from the Impact tapings. They were like, spoiler alert. And then they kept saying just really offensive stuff when there were like little kids around. It was disgusting, man. It really just put me in a bad mood for a while after that. But that was the end of the show. And then Jeremy Borash comes out and says, we got a special deal for everybody. You want to meet Jeff Hardy, get in the ring. No matter how big your group is, pay $20 and you can get your picture taken with Jeff Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, it was just more money.
For nothing, really.
Yeah, but the security sucked. Those annoying kids didn't even pay for those fucking seats. The security guard just let them sit there. And anytime the wrestlers got close, they would rush the rail. So we couldn't see shit. We couldn't get close because of it. It was just a terrible fucking show, man. And, I mean, the matches were what they were. The guys didn't try. Jeff Hardy didn't hit a swanton bomb. There was hardly any finishers. What was this? I mean, when you go to a show or a concert or something and you leave and you're on the way home, you feel like you did something. You feel like you were at an event, you were at a show, you were at a concert. Something happened that you just witnessed. I left like, what the fuck did I just see? I didn't feel like I did anything. I felt like I was watching television at home.
Yeah.
So I was incredibly disappointed with this. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to put some pictures on the Facebook page, like I said, but that's pretty much it. Hopefully I can get the video we took of our trip to the arena uploaded before this. Hopefully. I don't know if I can get that up or not. The camera died once we got to the building, so I couldn't get any footage of us on the way home, so I figured I'd just wait and do the video here. But yeah, I was disappointed to say the least. I really expected more from this meet and greet. Like I said, $156. Had to pay another $20 for the program. That's an insane amount of money. I expected way more for that amount of money than what I got. Honestly, I wouldn't pay $50 for this, including the meet and greet. I'd pay $20.
Ring of Honor's way worth the money compared to this.
Yeah, Ring of Honor,
much
it
better.
feels like it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain.
Well, they're
the
more
difference.
interactive with the fans and real. They actually care about their job.
I have no idea what they were thinking with this show. But it wasn't a big crowd at all. I don't know what the number would be. It's hard for me to estimate, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. So I hope you guys have found some enjoyment in my first TNA live show experience. Leave your thoughts on this in the comments, and if you have had any experiences going to a live TNA show, I'd like to hear those too. Maybe you had a better experience than mine. Probably. I can't imagine it being any worse, other than that show where the guys couldn't get their licenses, so it was like 4 matches. Other than that show, I can't imagine one being worse than this. But anyways, that's a review. Hope you guys liked the video, and thanks for watching. Bye. You buy the replica belts. What was it, $250 fucking dollars? You buy one of these belts, you get something. You get to stand in the ring and pose with somebody. I don't even know what the hell you get. Ridiculous amounts of money, okay? But I'm like, whatever, you know. We paid for the meet and greet, so that was with Ticketmaster fees and everything. We spent $100. All right, guys, we just got back from the TNA House Show in Asheville, North Carolina. Not exactly what I was expecting. I gotta say, I did not really enjoy the show at all. What is so funny? Did you enjoy the show? I got this program. I'll explain that in a little bit. We got this guy out here. Here's his picture. High five, Jimmy J. And he's out there hawking shit, saying if you buy this gift bag for $40, what the hell did you even get with that? A t-shirt or something?
Yeah.
And then we got replica belts.
I don't know. Some of it was okay.
This was unbelievable. Where do I even begin? I'm going to try and paint a picture here of what exactly happened. So we got to the show. We're waiting outside, and this guy, what the hell is his name? $156 just for the two of us to go to the show and go to the meet and greet. Keep that in mind. We spent $156 on this shit. We got second row seats. Not that it really mattered. There wasn't a lot of people there. You could basically sit wherever the fuck you wanted to. Nobody checked. Security sucked.